Evening, Saturday, 29th of November. Do a short flight from North Bay to Sudbury using a Cub. The weather's marginal. That's Brandon. Magnificent.
Launch Center Cub Crafters Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cub Crafters CC 19 1 miles east of Charlie Yankee Yankee Bravo 1,400 feet. Request flight following. Cub Crafters Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Toronto Center. Squawk 7325. Squawk 7325 Cub Crafters X-Ray Golf Sierra. Cub Crafters X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 1 mile southwest of Charlie Yankee Yankee Bravo 2,000 feet. Altimeter 29.2. Roger Cub Crafters X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Made this flight a couple nights ago, trying to finish the Ring of Fire with the Pilatus. Made it to Sudbury, a good landing at Sudbury. Okay, then tried to fly to Coniston. And Coniston's not very realistic on the setup. If truly you were flying into Coniston from Sudbury, which is the south side of Highway 17, there's two large. There were two large smokestacks there, and you almost had to land between them. Anyway, Coniston looked just kind of like a road, and it was a bit of a pain to go in and out of there. So I haven't published that. Then I flew a DC-3 to Elliot Lake, and that's going to take some more work. I flew a DC-3 a month or so ago in the Gore Bay, and it was okay and a nice landing, but I've since checked my setup for my stick with Microsoft at the basic level, and a few days ago, as I might have mentioned, I made some adjustments to the rudder controls. They're a little bit better. And last night I removed the pitch control, elevator pitch, from my throttle quadrant setup down there. It just wasn't working properly. I now have the pitch control back on my flight stick setup. Seems to be pitching up fine. I'm not certain about the down, but that's good. With that, I can lower my approach speed, more proportionally and more according to normal. So, always a little adjustments. Nice and green here. We're supposed to be getting snow tonight. We'll see. $10 I don't have. I got some other stuff to do, but just in a little bit here, I'm going to, when I did the flight 20 minutes ago, I zoomed ahead from 50 miles to 20 miles. So we're just approaching 50 miles now. So somewhere in here, it's just going to zoom ahead just to cut down on the boredom. I'm navigating just with MSN and compass. That's it. It's Highway 17 under our port wing there. Trans-Canada. Main road from Quebec to Ottawa to North Bay, Sudbury, Elliot Lake, Sault Ste. Marie, Wawa, Thunder Bay, out until west from Nipigon. From North Bay itself, you can turn right and take the north route, Highway 11, Yonge Street out of Toronto, all the way across to Nipigon. Preferred route in the wintertime. It's leveler. It's away from the lake effect of Superior and snow, so it's a bit further. But on the other hand, if you're driving a truck, there's you don't have all the hills to shift through. Okay, we're at 47 nautical miles. When's it going to zoom ahead? You better go ahead there, Reaper. Oh, maybe I'm learning something, slow learner. Maybe it does not remember the zoom, just maybe remembers the coordinates and the path. That could well be. And it doesn't zoom ahead. I thought it remember everything. Let's just give it another minute or two. Go get yourself a coffee. Still have Lake Nipissing on our port wing south. A little piece of Nipissing dropping in by Highway 17 up there. I think I can zoom this ahead even in replay, but I'm not sure. No. I was sure this zoomed ahead before. I need checklists for my memory. That's what I need. That big bay on the left is coming up faster than I thought. So. What river is that coming in off Nipissing up and through there? I'll have to look that up on the Google Earth. Oh, there's a pause now. Why did I pause there? Okay, here goes the zoom.
Cub Crafters X-Ray Golf Sierra. Goodbye. Toronto Center Cub Crafters Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 2,600 feet. Cub Crafters Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Toronto Center altimeter 29.92 radar contact continue.
19 nautical miles to Charlie Yankee Sierra Bravo, Sudbury. Because Air Canada, I'm not sure, but WestJet, Air Canada flies into Sudbury. Jazz flies into Sudbury. Porter flies into Sudbury. Bearskin flies into Sudbury. I once saw 4 Challenger outlights come in together. This could be Harvey's N3 pup, eh? N3 pup's a little bit smaller than a regular cub, but looks just like a cub. And I think he's got a, hey Harvey, I think you got a radial engine on it now. 3-cylinder radial. Imported from Europe. I'll have to call and find out what's happening, Harvey. My nav map shows down from Sudbury Airport CFR 5 Alban. It hasn't been there for a long time. So we're 10 miles, 10 nautical miles from Sudbury. We'll come in, we'll turn to the east and do a downwind to the east, come back base and land to the west. Not sure what the numbers are. There was a runway straight ahead, looked at me, and they had lights flashing on it like that, but I was too high, too close. I think I see the Johnson bar, flap bar down, so I must have a level of flaps on. Maybe that's just okay. Maybe not. That's my side window. You can't see it. I don't think it'll show my side. Oh, you can. No, you can't see it. You have to have all three monitors. Peter had a Johnson bar flaps in the other toucan. Charlie Hotel X-Ray Juliet. They had flaps. Hotel X-Ray Juliet had flaps on it as well as aileron trim and the elevator trim too. I think electric elevator trim. Uh, 2,200 feet, 100 knots. Four and a half nautical miles out. My other panel, my 182 panel, it went south. I don't have to, but it had flaps on it, and the instruments were a little simpler than for this Beechcraft Baron twin. Except the nice thing about this is it's got a huge compass for a guy that had two different eyes. This panel's a nice large panel in front of me, but some of the gauges are small. Okay, what do we got? Still 2,000 feet. 90 knots. Where did the... Oh yeah, there's the other runway going from sort of southeast to northwest, right there on our left at about 11 o'clock. Okay, we're gonna break east. What's that lake out there? Oh, who knows? Lake, who's on first? Eh? Abbott Costello Creek. North. The summer behind us is there's a runway to go to. We're still higher than I want to be, but 60 knots, a piece of cake for a cub. Okay, now we're coming down 400 feet a minute. Floating around. Hey, you're floating around, Dave. At least you're not stalling. 60 knots. Come on, we got to get down here, Dave. Got to go play with the dog and the cat. Give them some ice cream. Oh, look at that. There's a runway in front of us. $1,500 feet a minute going down, 80 knots, 1,700 feet, dropping 1,000 in a minute, 70 knots, should reduce the speed a bit, 1,500 feet. $60 knots, 1,400 feet, 60 knots, 1,300 feet, 60 knots. Oh, so this place here is not too far, 50.